Now, I don't want to be all doom and gloom, but me and Jonathan have been speaking tonight through message, and I need to do this video because we were saying about, this and that. Where has the fun gone? What's happened to this world? I think, people of my age, or mine and Jonathan's age, that generation, we've all been through some stuff in life. But when you look at when we was a child, and when I was brought up in, I was born in the 70s, brought up through the 80s and 90s, and things were so much fun. Didn't have the phones, didn't have social media. Social media is a blessing and a curse. But I look back on certain times, some wasn't good, but some was good. But on a whole, the world was a different place through the 80s and 90s. It was full of fun, music, enjoyment, entertainment, from family members, from your friends, even up to then when you rose to 18. I remember when I was 18, I was always out. And from 18 years old, even before that, I was out, if I'm honest. But I always remember the weekend used to start on a Thursday and used to end on a Monday morning. And I always remember going to work on the Friday, and when you finish work, I was it. You go home, you get showered, you get changed, you go straight out, you hit the clubs, you go to Cardiff. I'd be working Saturday morning. I had to be in at like 7 o'clock or whatever it was. I get home from the clubs at about 4:35. I get in, I have a shower, I go straight to work. And I always remember being work around about 9-10 o'clock. We'd have a breakfast roll. I'd work till 12, and then I'd work till 12 o'clock. I'd go home, I'd have like literally 2 hours sleep, shower, change, you'd be back out again. And then you wouldn't get up on a Sunday, so you just literally stay out until the club's closed, which was about 5 in the morning. And sometimes you end up walking home because you couldn't get a taxi. And then Sunday, you go out and do it all over again. And then you got to work on the Monday. But it's all the fun stuff. Like me and Jonathan were saying, like Oakwood Park now is closed down because of the way things are. And I remember as a child, even as an adult, going there. I remember taking the girls there multiple times. Folly Farm, all those kind of places. I remember when Barry Island was Barry Butlins. Where's all the fun gone? This world is so different. You can't say certain things now because you're picked up on it. You can't have a laugh on a joke in the ways that we used to because you get picked up on it. And when I was starting work, when I was 16 years old, and I went to work in a place called Bedworth Bodyworks. Oh my God, the things that used to happen down there. People were stripped naked. People had big willies drawn on their chests with permanent markers. The pranks that were pulled, And when I went on to work to Cardiff, I always remember that me and one of the guys I worked with, Mark, we used to wind each other up terrible. And we had this like big door. And to open it, you had to turn this handle. So the one day I decided to grease it. He was there sliding away. And my locker, I remember him then, after the back end of that, he welded my locker completely shut. And I had these brand new trainers that I loved. He glued them to the floor. And when I picked them up, they fell apart. You couldn't do that now. You couldn't do any of that now. And that's just a snippet of the things that we used to do for all you youngsters watching this right now in our time. And it was taken as a joke, as laughter. But now, this world that we live in, so much different.